Good morning, you guys.
Hi.
The MeatCards. I saw the website now. John, you're one of the co-creators of this, right?
That's correct. This was an idea that just kind of jumped into being. There was four of us. One of us needed business cards, and we had just seen the video of the fella saying that your business cards are terrible and talking about his $4 business cards were great.
Oh.
And we figured what could one up that guy, and then, somebody said, you know what, we could make business cards that made out of meat, and we'd just been playing with lasers, so we figured those two ingredients together, meat and lasers, best business cards ever.
Yeah. So, what were you guys doing for a living before this that you had time to sit and think about making business cards out of meat?
And play with lasers.
Yeah.
We're computer programmers.
Oh. Do you
So
ever watch
we sit around in chat rooms every time, you build something, you push a button, you twiddle your thumbs for 30 seconds while you're waiting for it to compile.
Do you like that show, The Big Bang Theory?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I don't watch that. Those guys, for some reason, they fill me with an uncomfortable feeling. I don't know what it is.
Well, I thought maybe that was like what the whole, your group of friends were like.
He's saying.
Well, maybe that's why they're so uncomfortable.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Now these meat cards, John, are made of beef jerky, but have you thought of expanding into like the alligator or ostrich jerky?
Oh.
Well, we've thought about that. We're already getting people asking us for the veggie option.
Well, I'm a vegetarian. That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, but
Well, there we go. We're working. This is now. First of all, I have to tell you, we have no idea what we're doing here. So,
Really?
the plus on that side is that no one's around to tell us that's silly. That'll never work. But we are working on beet jerky, BEET, beet, made from beets, and we think that vegetarian products, like some of the movies from the special walled-off section of the video store, there always has to be puns in them.
Yeah.
Like not dogs and tofurkey, and so we're thinking if we come up with beet jerky cards, that might work.
John, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you before you go further with that idea. Because you haven't really even thought about the staining aspects of that.
Oh, Mark, there you go.
You can't get a beet stain out.
You're right.
That's right.
I'm not sure if that's a bad thing or a good thing about a business card made out of beets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that brings us, once again, let me just remind our audience, we're talking to a guy who makes business cards out of beef jerky. His name is John Young. So now, John...
It's so great. It's so wonderful.
Isn't this counterproductive to the whole concept of having a business card? In other words, you're handing somebody a card so that they can contact you later on, not eat the card.
Oh,
Well, that's absolutely right. But, I think that's a chance we're willing to take because, of course, with the oncoming collapse of civilization, this is the only business card that's actually going to increase in value after civilization collapses around us. That maybe the information on the card won't be worth anything anymore, but you can trade with the futuristic warlords that will be ruling us all using your calorie-rich, life-sustaining meat at that point. So we feel like it's worth the risk.
Do you have a girlfriend, John?
I have a wife.
Really?
Oh, you have
and
a
a
wife.
5-year-old daughter.
Great.
So now, what does the wife say when you come home and say, honey, we just came up with business cards made out of meat?
I bet you can imagine how my wife feels about that. She's a very patient woman. And at this point, it's down to a little bit of eye rolling. And,
yeah.
Yeah, the eye rolling is always good. Yeah.
She picked you. Yeah. You get what you get.
Yeah. How much are you guys spending on meat to get this whole thing going? Do you have a monthly cost, a monthly budget for the beef jerky?
Well, I got to tell you, we're not even selling them yet.
No, it's a prototype.
We're about to because we've got to figure out the USDA is about to put us into one of two categories. They're either going to put us, classify us as, full-on meat manufacturers, in which case we all would have to wear hairnets, get our industrial laser classified as a food preparation device, and have an inspector on site. Or we're just some guys taking jerky and putting it into a different bag and mailing it out.
I like that. I like that.
And we gotta jump that hurdle before we can actually sell these things.
Because have you tested this now? Because is there mad cow or the salmonella or anything involved in the business card?
Once it's jerkyized,
it's good forever.
Is that the term, jerkyized?
That's the term we're going to start using now. That's much better than what we were using.
Once it's jerky-ized,
Right.
you can't have a problem, can you?
Oh.
Yeah, if I knew that, I'd know something. Right now, I'm talking to a bunch of very knowledgeable jerky experts in Oregon. We have been getting our jerky from a place in Oregon that's actually very nice, and we're completely unfazed when we told them that what we wanted to do is take their jerky, mark it with lasers, and repackage it. And I said, "Oh, okay, great, sure." I don't know who else is using their jerky and what they're using it for, but when I called up and told them my laser story, like that didn't even sound like the weirdest phone call they'd gotten that morning.
Well, the website is MeatCards.com, and hopefully you guys will get your clearance and you'll be in production.
Yeah.
Let's hope so. I'll get my hair in a hairnet right now to be ready.
John Young from MeatCards.com. John, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Oh, my gosh.
Thanks, you guys.